Wait a minute.
Well, I was agreeing with your story.
Oh.
Like, what else?
Have you had a TSA issue?
No issues with TSA.
Oh, but issues with what?
Well, it's never an issue.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Talking about WAP.
There's a lot of possibilities here.
See?
Because I'm talking about something else, and over here I go,
Yeah.
So I'll see you have a personal experience with this.
My bad.
I'm glad everything's normal.
It's a bodily function that can wrongfully trigger red flags per a TSA expert.
Really?
Perspiration is probably the weirdest thing that can set off the scanners, according to somebody who was commenting on this for Reader's Digest. It has to do with millimeter wave technology and how the wave bounces off water. The insider added that because the machine often generates false alarms due to sweat, some countries have banned the scanners altogether, but massive moisture isn't the only reason the TSA technology might mistake one's undercarriage for a dangerous weapon. It's been alleged that frequent flyers boasting larger features, such as bootylicious behind. Who wrote this? Bootylicious behinds can expect to be stopped and searched before the green lights aboard a plane. One person says the screening technology effectively screens diverse populations of travelers each day, adding that the devices and screening algorithms are trained to recognize body composition. Any unexpected abnormalities, excess sweat, etc. could prompt an alert. Oh, you got that weapon down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I think a lot of people would say that they need to be stopped then.
Hands up.
You know.
When I put it on you.
Why are you putting on the TSA agent?
Right.
This poor TSA agent just came to work to make sure that nobody had anything in their bags.
Right.
And Kiki's over here trying to set off alarms and put it on them.
Yes. And I'm sorry, if you can detect what's the moisture that's going on, you are too much in my business. Like, come on. I got to take this thing with me now. You don't need to be able to know what's happening. Like, that's too invasive.
Well, I want to know what's so exciting in the TSA line. Or why you're so stressed out.
Right.
One or the other. Why are we so stressed? That might be a sign of, I need to look a little more carefully in your bags.
Yeah.
I've seen Locked Up Abroad, okay? Oh. Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched that show?
Yes.
Those people get very nervous. You know, these amateur drug smugglers get very nervous. There might be something to this.
Yes.
They're sweating a lot. They think everyone's looking at them because they've got, black tar heroin that some man gave them for a $10,000 vacation that they thought was just no strings attached. You seen that show before?
Yes. And then once you get pulled to the back room, it's a wrap. Like,
It's like, they told me I could go to Ibiza and, they're going to pay for everything. And it was just free. I didn't have to do anything.
now you're in Ecuadorian jail or something.
Right. And if for some reason I wind up in Ecuador.
Right.
Not Ibiza at all. And why am I in jail?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you for that, Paulina. I had no idea.
What an amazing contribution.
No, that really was. I mean, we
Did
really
your big one.
Yes, I can tell that while I've been gone, you evolved from making this your personal diary to really coming with some heat.
Hard-hitting journalism.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
You're
Excellent.
This is a situation room.
Thank you.
Yes, I sweat all the time. This is a text. I should specify before I start reading people's comments. It's a text. I sweat all the time. I do.
Same.
I'm a sweaty guy. I'm a sweaty person, and I sometimes I go to Leslie T, the lipodoc. I get the underarm Botox, which is very effective. I still think it makes it come out of like other places more, which I guess makes me prone for a TSA inspection.
Yeah,
But I sweat all the time, but I've learned 100% cotton, I don't sweat as much. Other fabric material, I sweat like crazy down there. Well, thank you for that.
Wow.
Appreciate that. And we have a dialogue going on here. It's embarrassing. It happens every time.
Oh.
Someone said, "Oh wow, you got to that's kind of a humble brag."
Right.
Depending on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's still a hassle that you have to look forward to every time you want to fly somewhere.
Cotton
Getting
underwear,
felt
ladies.
up.
Yeah, well, that's true, too.
Also, sometimes we just don't need to share stuff. Like, if that happened to you, it's okay. Like, I don't know that we need to write an article about it.
Yeah.
But I've seen, I don't know if it was
Just
on
doing a big one.
the internet or I don't know how I know this, but they can see a lot.
Oh, yeah.
In that thing where you put your hands up like this, they can see
like, hey, no.
right. They can see all that.
Really?
Like they can't see
stuff?
it per se, but there's they can see your Prince Harry or whatever it is.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry, Prince Harry.
Yeah, they can see.
Not my Prince Harry.
They can, that's a different one. They can see it. They know.
Right.
They know when you go. Yeah,
No,
they know.
I got to make sure it's trimmed up.
But hey, this is.
Oh,
This is all for public safety, Jason.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to cause no alarm.
right.
I do have a story about the shoes, though, because apparently some airports now, TSA is not making people take their shoes off, but only some airports, not others. So that's another thing is I've noticed that like there's a generally. You can expect that if you're not TSA pre-check, you're taking your shoes off. For the most part, you're taking your laptops out or whatever. But I've noticed there are some airports now that have updated technology where you don't have to do that.
Right. The rules change all the time.
And,
I know.
But I've also noticed that TSA agents, they assume that you just know this already.
Right, they're still yelling, but I'm at a different airport with different rules.
Right. And so, yes, so don't take your laptop out.
Right.
Okay, I've been doing it for 20 years.
Right.
All right, it's learned behavior. And I know that if I don't take it out, and I was supposed to, then I'm going to hold up the whole line, and then I'm that guy who looks like I've never traveled before. So I don't know what to do these days. You know, maybe there is a huge sign that says at this airport you don't have to do that. And I just am too, in my brain to not see that. I don't think a TSA agent, I don't think that's an easy job. I mean, you're dealing with a lot of dumb people, and people don't follow the directions even when you tell them. I understand all of that. But there's also a gray area here of emerging technology. There are going to be airports where you don't have to take your shoes off, and then you're going to take your shoes off, and they're going to be like, why are you taking his shoes off? Well, because I've been doing it for 20 years because of that moron with the bomb in his shoe, okay? And they're going to be like, well, but here you don't have to. But then you're going to go to the airport where you're going to Charleston, and they're not doing it yet. So you're going to be like, but I didn't have to do it over there. And they're like, but you have to do it here. And so it's just going to be a big thing. It's like the person with the bag that it fit on the way here. We're on a different plane now, okay? Like, we're on a different plane. I'm a different person.
Right.
Then it will ask. I mean, it's possible that it fit on that plane, didn't fit on this plane. It's possible you're lying to me both ways. But you've heard that one before, where someone tries to take their trunk that they're traveling with, and they're like, no, but it fit on the way here. It doesn't, but it doesn't fit now. Okay. All right. Thank you. Hi, Caitlin.
Hey. How you doing?
Yeah, and I brought up a story yesterday from my personal experience that is making it into what's trending today. It's almost like I can predict the future. Like I know what's coming. Maybe I should start writing down everything that I think about from day to day. Maybe not though, because we don't need to have all that proof of all of that. I don't want to be subpoenaed ever. Hi, Jason.
Hi,
Paulina.
Hey.
Thank you for that incredible start to the show.
Thank you.
It was really good.
Yeah, my peers be proud. The National Association of Hispanic Journalists are in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? I want to meet him. John, I'm talking about.
Quinones is here?
He is in town.
The guy from 2020?
Yes.
Or formerly?
I want to meet him
John
so bad.
Quinones is here, and you didn't book him?
I know.
Get that guy in here.
Terrible.
What would you do, John Quinones?
He is like the godfather of broadcasting to me. I love him.
Hi, Kiki.
Good morning.
Bella Hameen and Showbiz Shelley are here. We've talked about this over the years, and I've gotten in trouble about this, but and I get that the right thing to do is say that you would be the hero in every example. But I've watched that John Quinones show where they'll have people say racist or just mean. Or have you seen this thing?
I thought so.
It's like
but
set
I
up
don't remember.
scenarios where someone will steal something, or somebody will say something rude or mean or racist or bad or whatever in front of another person who's unsuspecting, and then they're looking to see if you're going to intervene. So, like, if it were criminal, like if it were a matter of public safety, if it were a child, I would like to believe that I would intervene. But on some of the stuff where people are saying bad stuff to other people, in 2025, I don't know that I would jump. I would say something to somebody. I might call the cops.
Right.
But I've heard people be like, "What do you mean you wouldn't jump in between two people having a racist argument?" I don't know any. I know it's not right. And if it were if a woman or a child were unsafe, then I don't really care. But I don't know. Like these days, I feel like I would just call the cops, and I don't know if that's what John Quinones is looking for.
He has the right idea, but I've seen some crazy people.
That's what I mean. Like I'm not anyone's hero here. Like I can't watch something happen to someone and not intervene if I can say, like, oh my God, forbid someone's trying to kidnap a kid or like lure them into it. Like, now that's different. But as far as like people communicating with each other, I'm not looking to get in the middle of people's arguments because people have guns and knives and you're right. And so like they're always looking for the person and they reward the person, you know, for like getting in the middle of these conversations. But I kind of tend to like mind my own business because I also don't often know the context. You know, we witness and hear things in everyday life all the time that I'm like, I don't know about that, but I don't really know what I'm looking at. So,
yeah, you might think the cameras are rolling, so you try to really be like, don't say that to her.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you getting beat up and drugged down the street.
I mean, so that's the thing. Like, and I've had people in the past, you know, what do you mean I would get in the middle? And I get that that's what you want to say because that makes you the hero, and everybody wants to be the hero. I think the hero sometimes, though, is like, hey, manager of the store, or like, hey, cop.
Right.
I don't know what's going on, but will you look into that because you know how to do this? Me, on the other hand, before long, I got in the middle of I misheard it. And then, you know what I mean? So we need to get John Quinones in here because I'd like to ask him.
It's reformat.
Like what? Yeah. Like what do I get rewarded if I call the cops if I see something I don't like? And then what if I'm wrong and I called the cops? Then I'm that guy.
Oh.
It's a very stressful situation.
It kind of is.
You know, you try and do the right thing, but I don't know. I see stuff every day where I'm like,
No, I stopped flicking people off. I stopped doing all kinds of things. You guys know he's okay now, thank God. But my uncle got shot at recently during a road rage incident. Like, people are nuts.
Yeah, that's the thing.
10 and 2. Go ahead.
It's like, I want to do the right thing. I really do. And I certainly don't want to see anybody, you know, get into a bad situation.
No.
But I'm also not really looking to get shot because I'm wrong.
No.
Right, no. Look around for the cameras first.
Yeah, like,
Right.
is John Quinones?
Right. Then talk
But
to
he's
him.
always in the back break room, you know, with all the cameras.
Right.
So I don't know if John Quinones is there. But I have to look around. Like, you see something like really bad going down, and you have to look to see if there are extra surveillance cameras. You're like, oh my God, I'm on 2020.
Right.
And then you're the hero. Stop that right now. What you're doing is wrong.
Hands off of him.
Yeah. You know, and then sort of like count to 3 and see if John runs out. And if he doesn't, then start to book it the other way.
Just kidding, y'all. Just kidding.
Right. Biggest stories of the day. We'll do them next. The Entertainment Report and blogs this hour. What are you working on, Kay?
People are mad at Beyonce, which I think is for a very picky, ridiculous reason. And also, I'll tell you who fell asleep during a sports match, got caught, and who has a no phone rule for guests in their home.
Oh.
So you go over to their house, you got to give your phone up.
Okay. Waiting by the phone. Why does somebody get ghosted? Got that this morning. Throwback Throwdown. Name that tune battle. Showbiz Shelley in the Showdown. $100 is the prize because she lost in a long-awaited tie yesterday. But she's never lost 2 in a row. So will history be made this morning in the Showdown? Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
The Fred Show is on. Fred's biggest stories of the day.
So this is a nightmare, really. Imagine hundreds of oversized packages appear on your doorstep, and you have no clue why. And I mean hundreds of big packages just showing up. Yet the shopping spree is not a shopping spree. You didn't order any of this stuff. It's returns. That's what happened to a San Jose, California woman. Her frustrating scenario is linked to an overseas online seller who appears to be violating Amazon's return policy. So this woman is confused as to why pallets of things are showing up at her front door nonstop at her house. She has no idea why and what to do with all this stuff. Inside each package is a set of faux leather car seat covers from a Chinese online seller. The online seller's Amazon listing advertises the brand as etiquette, selling seat covers supposedly made to fit various models and makes of sedans and SUVs. But as you can see from the front of her house, if you can see it, and I can, but you can't because this is the radio, in many of these cases, the covers didn't fit, and consumers said that they were forced to pay out of pocket to return them to the company's return center. But it was this woman's home, and they just made up an address.
Yikes.
I guess. And then people start getting mad on the comments, like, where's my refund? Well, it's because it's at this woman Kay's house. Little do they know they're just piling up in her garage, in part because the seller put her address on their return labels. And then Amazon initially says, well, why don't you just, I don't know, donate them or something? Like they don't want anything to do with this. Well, then, of course, it makes the news. The company came and removed all the packages on her property and is vowing to crack down on the practices. But I guess you can do this. You can, as some company somewhere can, in order to subscribe to the policies to sell stuff on Amazon, they have to do the following things. Well, they can just put someone else's address there, I guess. And then you got crates of stuff piling up in front of your house. I would go crazy.
Yes, you would. You would call the police.
I would call the police. I'd call John Quinones. Get him out here. What would you do?
Right.
The Tampa airport is going viral for a sign about taking your shoes off. Tampa International Airport's having some fun after the TSA announced that passengers can keep their shoes on while passing through security. Some airports are now doing this, slowly, I guess, reversing the whole taking your shoes off thing. TSA took to social media on Tuesday to announce the update. A footnote at the bottom of the post says, unless you're wearing Crocs, you should take those off and throw them away anyway. Followers were quick to comment saying things like Crocs, where a person's dignity seeps out through the holes. The airport's social media accounts are known for their humorous and witty content. A lot of the TSA accounts are, like the main TSA account is funny.
Love it. Love
and
it.
Remember a few months ago, or last month, I guess it was Yosemite? One of the national parks was getting into it as well. So yeah,
Kooky.
There are some right. There are some airports though where you do not have to take your shoes off anymore. But I don't know which ones they are, and I don't think they've really been formally announced. So you get to figure that out when you go and get yelled at, or maybe not get yelled at. There's a shark attack alert bill that unanimously passed the Senate. I knew nothing about this, but members of the U.S. Senate unanimously approved legislation authorizing Lulu's Law. The bill, sponsored by an Alabama Republican senator, is named after Lulu Gribben, who was 15, who suffered a serious shark attack last year in the Florida Panhandle. Passed in the Senate on Tuesday, the new law directs the Federal Communications Commission to issue wireless emergency alerts whenever sharks are spotted in coastal waterways. The bill will now go to the House for a vote. Major League Baseball, this is for baseball fans, they plan to use robot umpire technology for ball strike challenges in Tuesday's All-Star game in Atlanta. The commissioner suggested last month that the competition committee was likely to soon take up whether to use it in regular season games as well. The system will work as it did during its tryout in spring training. A human umpire will make the call as usual. Whichever team doesn't like it can appeal to the machinery. Each team will have 2 challenges with the ability to retain them if they're successful. Only a pitcher, catcher, or hitter can ask for the challenge, which has to be done almost immediately after the pitch. AI.
I don't like this.
Well, you should, because
Why?
some of these umps, I don't know what happens. They're having a bad day or what, but like they get on a streak of making really bad calls over and over again.
Well, that's what keeps it spicy. Like, we got to get mad at somebody.
People being bad at their job?
Yeah, now you got this robot in here, like, making real decisions. Get somebody with a little
That's a
error,
good point.
a
Or
little
who's-
human error.
And who's going to break up like the fights? Because when the fights happen, they have to they kind of get in there, right?
Oh, well, yeah, there's still going to be an ump there, but it's just like,
don't
I don't know,
know.
they got to be good at their job because there's a computer watching
That's
them.
what all these jobs say. Oh, yeah, you're not going anywhere. We're just going to get you a robot
Right.
to do exactly what you do.
Yeah.
Don't
train
worry
this
about
robot.
anything, though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, justice for the umpires.
Yeah, they're working on a Fred AI right now, but don't worry. There's no way to simulate the mental illness that I have. So they'll figure it out eventually, but if you think my game is predictable, if you think it's that simple, just find someone that can match all of our voices.
Oh, they will.
No. Plus, I don't know how they're going to simulate screwing with us all the time.
Well.
In order for us to come in here disgruntled and messed up and then, and create this incredible content. I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't think they'll be able to. There's a band making waves on Spotify. Have you heard of the Velvet Sundown? Well, they racked up over 1 million monthly listeners. Kiki has the shirt, but here's the twist. It's not even real. It's entirely AI generated. From the music to the musicians themselves. Their debut album, Floating on Echoes, dropped on June 5th, featuring the hit single. Where is this? Dust on the Wind. Let me find that for you guys. I want to hear Dust
Now you've gone too far.
on the Wind.
Don't mess with my art.
Dust on the Wind. Dust on the Wind. Let's take a listen to this. This is all AI. And wait a minute, there's a song from Kansas called Dust on the Wind. The Velvet Sundown. Dust on the Wind. Let's see what this is. This is a hit. And it's on YouTube called Bangers Only. Well, how about that? Okay. So fans have begun to suspect something was off. No live shows, no interviews.
Dust on the wind,
I mean,
boots on the ground, smoke in the sky.
sounds like a Paulina song, but on beat.
Yeah.
Rivers run red, the drums roll slow. Tell me, brother.
If I heard this, I wouldn't necessarily. If I heard this in like Walgreens, I wouldn't necessarily think it wasn't a person.
Right. It sounds like the Kansas song. Like, if you're going to be AI, like, why don't you just make something original?
Let me tell you the most shocking thing that you've ever said
What?
was that you know a Kansas song.
Yeah.
Dust in the Wind?
How do you know that? And there's a million. How?
It's iconic.
I don't even know if I know that song.
I'm not certain that
Stop.
I'm a music person, and especially an old music person. I'm not sure that I could identify that. Here is Kansas.
You'll
No,
know it by the
Well,
chorus.
why is he trying to play Toto Africa? Wait.
Hey.
I mean, amazing song.
Not gonna disagree.
Not upset about that. But let me hear Dust on the Wind.
This isn't the same song.
I cannot believe that Jason Brown can identify a Kansas
Girl,
song.
what? Can you? It's beautiful.
I mean, I guess I just.
The same song. That's the AI one.
Dust on the wind, smoke in the sky.
It doesn't sound. Well, I have. I guess I.
Only for a moment.
Yes, but I don't know that I'd know the name or artist.
Okay.
It
I heard
doesn't. But Jason Brown does.
Right. He's like, Jason, Kansas.
He's never seen Back to the Future, but he can identify a Kansas song. Anyway, so fans were like, so I guess no one said, which maybe was the point. No one said the Velvet Sundown is not actually they're not real people. It's not real anything. But people were like, wait a minute. The band picture, they have band pictures for these non-people, and they were like, why is the guitarist's hand fused together? Like, what's going on? The Velvet Sundown confirmed the truth in their Spotify bio. I don't know who they are. I mean,
The robot.
right. It's a synthetic music project with minimal human oversight, calling it an artistic provocation about authorship and identity in the AI era. Critics say the music sounds generic and soulless, but it fits perfectly as background playlists and relaxing tunes. The project raises big questions. How many AI-generated tracks are slipping into our daily playlists? Should platforms label them? And what does this mean for real artists trying to earn a living? Now, I'm not suggesting that I know anything, because I don't. But about this at least.
Right.
But imagine if we have a real life Milli Vanilli on our hands right now, and we're a social experiment. Like, I don't even want to say an artist's name to start the rumors, but let's just say that someone who we consider to be wildly famous is a real person, but nothing that we're hearing is real. It's all been generated by AI, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, what can you imagine? And then are we mad about it? Like, are we mad that we find out that the presenter and it doesn't match the creation? but yet they've been presenting it in a convincing way, and we enjoy the product. So are you going to, like, and again, I don't even want to make this up, but let's just say Gracie Abrams is AI. I'm not saying she is.
How dare you?
Right, but see, this is why. Pick somebody. I don't care. Sabrina Carpenter, pick
Addison
anybody.
Rae.
Sabrina, yeah.
Pick anybody you want. Pick anybody you want. I'm not suggesting that they are, but I mean, let's say, for a year or so, everyone thought Milli Vanilli was these two brothers, and it turns out, or whoever they were, turns out it was another guy completely. Someone else was singing, they were performing, their image sold the music. So people were into the music, they were into the image of the two guys. I guess the reason that they picked the two guys to be Milli Vanilli was because the guy who actually sang the song wasn't really that sexy. So they picked these two guys they thought were sexy. So the all three combined made this thing that people were really into until they found out that it was fake, and then they got mad about it. But what if we were to find out that someone that we really love right now has nothing to do with the production of the music?
Oh.
Are we mad? Are we mad?
Yes.
Or are we like, wait a minute, but I like the music and I like the image, so I like the package, so I'm fine.
All of
mad.
all of this just seems so unnecessary. Like, I get it. Okay, people are using AI to make things more efficient, your life easier. But, like, we already have musicians. Why? Like, why are we making fake music? We have songs that sound like that.
But if you found out that you liked fake music, then is there anything to be upset about?
I would be upset because I feel a deep connection to music. Like, I get chills from music. So, yeah.
But you could also make the argument that in the last 20 years, a lot of music that we listen to is not as it seems. The person may have sung it or someone may have written it, but it went through a computer and it was filtered and processed and auto-tuned.
Yeah.
I mean, songs that we love,
Yeah.
like songs that are considered like classic pop songs, we've later learned that the person sounds like me, but it comes out sounding like Britney Spears.
That's what I was going to say. I'm mad at what they're doing to Britney Spears because any music that she has let out in the last, I'll say 10 years is not her. And she is not aware that it is her. They are using old stems. They're using old vocals and like running them through. And I'm mad about that. That upsets me as a fan.
But if you liked the song, then I guess I wonder, like, if you liked a song for a year and then somebody comes out and goes, hey, by the way, that was all fake. Do you now how do you take back the liking of the song?
Right, you can't.
You have to.
I would stop supporting.
Thank you.
Okay.
I say we turn off all the music tracks at Jingle Ball and make everybody sing a cappella.
That's not gonna.
We want people to have fun.
Girl,
That may not go well.
I need to make sure you can sing.
I haven't seen the lineup yet, but
that's not going to happen. Buy your tickets.
Yeah.
Put on a good show.
I promise we won't do that. Buy your tickets now.
I would be so mad, like if Teddy swims. I think that man is
he
one of
don't
the
use
greatest.
No, that dude
so
can
mad.
really sing.
Because he's so soulful.
But I would be so mad if I found out it was fake.
Yeah, of course.
So now I need to. Every artist needs to be tested.
Right. Okay.
When I
Good
met
luck.
Teddy Swims the first time, though, I did say that to him. I said, dude, I got to be honest with you, man. I heard your music for months before I saw that it was you. and the funny thing is, he has a huge a very large black man as his security guard wearing a cowboy hat. And the two of them standing next to each other, if I didn't know better, I wouldn't know which. I mean, I would know that Teddy wasn't the security guard, but I would also, and the security guard laughed because he was like, oh, yeah, we get this all the time.
He's got a lot of
He's got a very soulful voice. It's not the package that I thought, but that happens. From time to time. Things got ugly on a recent flight when a woman, I was just talking about this, who says she's a lawyer, not sure why that's important, tried to skip the line to get off the plane before everybody else. Other passengers were not having it, and it became a huge shouting match. She told people to just deal with it. While someone called her a Karen, then it got even messier. John Quinones, no, he didn't. She accused another passenger of being racist for making fun of her accent. The drama, complete with a crying baby in the background, was all caught on video and posted to TikTok. It's now gone viral, with thousands weighing in online. Some say that she was rude. Others say she held her own. Again, if you are in row 30, you don't get off before row 25. You don't.
No.
Unless people are sitting there waiting for another flight. If you're on another flight, if you're on this plane going to Toledo, then I don't know why I always pick on Toledo, but if you're on this plane going to Wichita, then you sit here and then everyone else gets off. Well, that's one thing. But or if it's, hey, sometimes you'll pull up to the gate and they'll be like, hey, there's a lot of tight connections. If you have a very tight connection, then let everybody on the connection get off first, which half the people don't do anyway. But you don't. I'm not going to go on this rant again. But we go 1, 2, 3, 4 in order, and we go every other, as Kaylin mentioned yesterday. That's how we get off a plane. That should be the international standard.
Yes, have some manners.
Thank you.
Stay seated.
class.
I'm an aisle. I stay seated to set the precedent for the other people next to me. We're not standing. We're seated and we're waiting our turn.
There's got to be order.
You're
But
going
I
to have
get
to
so
fight me.
nervous if you're sitting on the aisle and then the people inside of they stand up and I'm like, where
Go
you
for
going?
it.
I'm not even standing. Sit down.
Go for it.
Who told you to stand?
Right. Now
I'm
your
looking
booty in my
straight
Yeah,
face.
now I feel pressure. Like it's such a.
We live in a society. It's National Pina Colada Day, National Kitten Day, and Chronic Disease Day to educate and advocate for people who live with chronic health conditions every day. Be careful as we,
lot of stuff.
as we share our excitement for each day, because they
roller coaster here.
don't always go in the right. They don't always go from sad to
you threw
happy
me
or
off.
happy to sad. No, they don't. So it's like, oh, kittens, and I'm like, chronic disease. Oh,
Yikes.
okay. The entertainment report is 3 minutes away. Fred Show.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by
Everyone's entertainment report is on The Fred Show.
Man, everybody's still mad. During one of her shows in Maryland, Beyonce was wearing a white jumpsuit, very cute, with white gloves and very long red, white, and blue fringe coming off the arms. Sounds adorable, right? Well, lots of people on the internet are pointing out that the fringe somehow looks like the Russian flag. I don't know. I never thought that. She took some heat on social with one writing, imagine the amount of prep it takes to make a Beyonce concert costume. How many approvals by B and Co. had to be made each step of the way, and all of them saw this bit and not one thought, hey, this looks like the Russian flag, which in the current political context won't look good. Guys, the fringe is red, white, and blue. She's on a country tour. Everything is American inspired. I don't think she was trying to secretly side with Russia during her country concert.
Yeah, I find that
Can we not?
very unlikely.
Can we not? I'm so tired.
Reaching so far.
We are reaching.
Yes.
It's red, white. All of her tour costumes are denim and American inspired. Yes, the Russian flag has similar colors. I don't think Beyonce's secretly
So does the French flag.
on Russia's team.
I think she's Team France, is what I think.
Oh, I'm just
think.
really exhausted.
Doesn't Romania have it? I don't know.
Girl, I don't know, but I'm tired. George Clooney's wife is also tired. Amal has introduced a strict no phone policy at their home. Guests visiting their UK home specifically, I guess, are asked to drop their phones into this basket at the door, and there are no exceptions, no matter who you are. She shared with Glamour magazine that the policy helps create private moments and spaces, allowing honest conversations, and also protecting their families' privacy. Since becoming a parent to 8-year-old twins Ella and Alexander, she's become especially vigilant, noting that they've never shared photos of their kids online. George also agrees. He's even asked the media to leave their twins alone, saying he wants them to live a normal life, not one shaped by fame. Which, you know, it sounds annoying, like you want to check Instagram or whatever, but I don't know. When you're with people, I'm okay with it. I get why they would want to do that, not have anything leak. So I don't know, but maybe some people would have an issue. Kiki, would you drop your phone? Okay.
My aunt does this at
Does
her
she?
house. Like, we're not allowed to be on our phone when we're visiting. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in months. But
You're like, I wish her well, but I'm not going to be visiting her
I wish her
anymore.
well in her future
Right.
endeavors. It's sad. It's sad
Right.
that she can't be a part of my life anymore. Yeah.
She has a good intent. But and lastly, real quick, Hugh Grant was a little sleepy while he was attending a Wimbledon match because he was seen yesterday slumped in his chair alongside his wife in London during a men's singles game. Photos are now, of course, going viral. Like, he's truly sleeping sitting up, turning into memes left and right. His afternoon nap drew even more attention because Queen Camilla was seated right in front of him at the royal box section. So, of course, you're going to have all eyes on you. But yeah, he was tired and his wife didn't wake him up. So
I get that Wimbledon is like it would be cool to go. Mm-hmm. You know, again, it's an honor to be in that section and the whole thing. But
Right.
you got to wear a suit in the summer outside in the sun
I'm
to
good.
watch people play
Tennis.
tennis. Like,
No.
I'd love to go. I'm not wearing a black suit
Right.
to go. I thought maybe he was dead.
Right.
Like dehydrated or something.
Right.
I don't know
His
that
wife just lets him
I don't know that I could rest in those conditions.
can't rest. No, I don't often feel sorry for men, but I do feel bad for you guys in suits in the summer.
That doesn't seem like a great deal.
No. So he was a little tired or dehydrated. I don't know. Maybe he passed out. If you want to elevate your listening experience, by the way, we are going live on YouTube. So you can find our page, Fred Show Radio. You can subscribe, and then you can see our little faces as we talk, which I'm sure you're dying to do.
Questionable if it really elevates the experience,
Right.
but I'll tell you the production value's high. It's,
Oh, yeah.
we got like a little it's like a little TV show over here with our director Kiki.
Yeah, we're going to be recording little videos that you can watch, like while we can't play certain things.
Yeah, so apparently we don't have the licensing rights to play the music
Yeah, on the radio.
YouTube.
Show.
And then half of our bits somehow, because I have no idea. I don't get it. But anyway, some parts of the show.
Portions of the show.
there you go, Jason.
Portions of the broadcast are available on YouTube, always on the iHeart app, except not on the on-demand content because we also don't have the
Except for a
licensing
few
rights
things,
for that. I have no. Who pays? What are we paying for? Because it's none of us.
Nothing.
Just be here live, please. please.
Honestly, just,
Listen live.
it's never been more important to listen to the broadcast, okay? Oh, Jesus Lord. Gosh darn it.
Golly.
Right.
I'm working on that.
Me too, buddy.
That fleeting comment. Let's come back. Waiting by the phone. Why did somebody get ghosted? Blogs. I wanted to get to it this hour, but I want to hear about the group chat drama that's going on in Kaylin's life.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's. I don't know if it's drama or I'm too sensitive, which is probably I'm too sensitive.
If I had to choose,
I'm very sensitive.
we'll find out next.
More Fred Show next. If you could hear Old Spice. City.
Save my last day. I'm retiring. Go
If
ahead.
you don't stop that boy, I
lock
swear
the
to
door.
God. Yeah.
Lock the door.
Honestly, I've had enough. Sabrina Carpenter with that single espresso. But Kiki, you got what?
That double espresso, baby.
Nice.
The Fred Show is on.
Morning, everybody. Thursday, July 10th is the Fred Show. Hi, Kaylin.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jason Brown. Hi, Paulina.
Hey.
Hello, Kiki.
Good morning.
Showbiz Shelly, $100 in the showdown in about 20 minutes. She's never in the history of the game lost 2 in a row. Will today be historic? I don't know. She hates the ties, you know, and that we had the $1,300 tie yesterday that lingered for like 10 days over the holidays, and then she came in. She wasn't ready. She wasn't sharp.
No.
She wasn't stretched out. She hadn't done her calisthenics or her aerobics, or it wasn't set. I don't know what was going on.
And you think by now she would maybe watch like an episode of The Real Housewives? Like just.
Hold on.
Wait, because think about who's writing the questions, right? Like,
Justice for Shelley.
But if you know your weakness, it's been a decade.
She usually knows the Teresa, that whole stratosphere,
Okay.
so I was surprised. But it may just be she took a little breaky break from.
Okay, she's
But I
allowed.
will say
She
that
has 2 kids.
the
It's fine.
woman yesterday was really good because I actually screwed the question up and made it harder
You did, yeah.
unintentionally.
Right, and she still knew it.
And the woman still knew it.
Yeah.
So she was an elite player.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. Shelley knew the answer that I was looking for,
Exactly.
but it's
Didn't
all
know,
good.
but then the woman knew that for the harder
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know,
Fair fight.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We'll get to blogs in just a second. Waiting by the phone. Why did somebody get ghosted? We'll investigate. Of course, Shelley and the Entertainment Report. What are you working on, Kay?
If you're gonna date someone secretly, you should probably check your selfie, make sure they're not in the background.
Oh yeah,
You know, you get caught up that way.
that's a good call.
You know, you're on a secret vacation, somebody's hand, somebody's tattoo. You gotta just like look at the back of the photo.
Yeah. Or you could do what I do if you want to get people talking. Like if you very rarely date someone, is like go on vacation and then get like a female foot in the
Yeah.
picture
Hell
or like
yeah.
a female hand in the
Great.
picture.
I'm always down to be your hand if you want to like make someone jealous. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they talk about it.
Yeah, they talk better than they type.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
These are the radio blogs on The Fred Show.
Trying to be a good friend.
No, I mean,
Trying to be a good friend.
That's a great friend.
Right. I want that friend.
no, thank you.
I meant a woman's hand for his photo.
No, that's very nice.
Right.
No, it's quite the offer, and I don't want you to feel rejected. You know, I think it make things weird. Anyway, let's do a blog like we're writing in our diary.
I quit. This is my 2 weeks. I hate it here. Dear blog, he's choking, so I'm just going to start.
Please don't quit.
I'm not quitting. Dear blog,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, this is going to be an entirely different topic, so let's just move right along. So I will admit that I came into this world as a very sensitive human, okay? And this job and life has kind of made me not so sensitive. I feel like I have a thick skin now. I mean, I've gone tubing with my uncle driving the boat. If you know, you know. Like they try to kill you, you know, when you're tubing. So I'm rough and tumble, but certain random things still make me really sensitive. I know Kiki feels the same way about the texting situation. You know, if you text me okay, if you're texting me a period with no emoji, I know. Fred,
I'm the worst.
I know you're very grammatically correct, but I just need a little more love.
I try, like when I'm texting you, I like actually
You
make
do.
the phone do what it doesn't want to do.
I appreciate
which is
it.
capital letters and punctuation. But anyway,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And something else that I'm a little oddly sensitive about is when people leave a group chat. Now, if you're like, according to me, I don't think that you should ever leave a group chat. I think that's really rude. I think it's like unfollowing someone on social. Just like mute them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mute the chat and leave it there until the chat does what the chat does. Okay? But even though my friend had a very good excuse to leave the chat yesterday, I was like, damn, it hurt my feelings. So talked yesterday about the upcoming wedding. And of course, there's lots of chats. There's, you know, our friend group, and then there's like the bridesmaids group. There's lots of chats. So I started the bridesmaids group, and one of my friends just welcomed a beautiful baby boy. His middle name, is Tron, which I think is so cool. Bodhi Tron is a cool name. Anyways, so congrats to them. But she is not able to make it to the wedding. But she is a bridesmaid, okay?
Wait. Okay.
What?
She's in the wedding, but she's not coming?
No, she has a fresh baby. Like,
Oh.
real fresh baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's not able to make it. Why, would you
No, I was just wondering. You said she's a bridesmaid, but she's not making the wedding. I was like,
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah.
reason why.
Yeah.
If you were about to
Like
or
her
just
coochie's
did,
still healing. Yeah.
Right. She's in her
well,
diaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's in her diaper.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Leaking.
I ain't going to no wedding.
Well, so have I, but for different
Right.
reasons.
I'm wearing a
But
diaper
anyway,
right now. Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So, but I'm going to go to the wedding.
Don't brag like you're the only one. Show off.
Right. So she cannot make the wedding, which I get it. Okay. So yesterday, she's in the bridesmaid stuff because I put her in there because I wanted to make sure she felt included. For me personally, I would want to creep on the entire chat for the entire day, see what's going on, and I would maybe mute it if it was bothering me or turn my phone off. She made a goodbye statement and then left the chat, and I felt so I felt so sad. I'm like, don't you want to know what we're up to? Like, we miss you so much. And I always give my boyfriend crap, like he'll leave group chats if they annoy him. I don't know, just like this person has left the group chat.
It announces that you have left.
It's
But I can see why she did. Right? It's like
I
I'm
can
not.
see
These are
hers.
logistics. I'm
Yes.
not part of.
Yes, this is a me issue.
I'm busy, with a new baby, and the phone's going ding, 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 and it's probably only intensifying because this
For
woman
sure.
hasn't planned anything, and her wedding is tomorrow or whatever,
Literally.
So
Shut up.
I've been in that situation before too, where I'm like, okay, or a group chat starts going, but it's a conversation that doesn't involve me. I don't get out of it, but I've muted it before because
That's
it's
okay.
it's like you guys are having a conversation that it literally has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But yet it's ding 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 ding. It's just more alerts
annoying.
that bothers
Yeah.
me. Right.
Yes.
I mute most of my group chats, but I just and then she has a very good reason. I'm just saying it's a me problem. But is there ever a good time other than that? Are you ever allowed to leave a group chat? It just hurts my feelings. I feel so abandoned.
I just ghost them.
Okay, that's okay.
I just I got two family reunion, a high school reunion group chat that's happening.
boy.
I haven't talked to them people in months.
Right.
I don't care.
But you're in there.
I'm in.
You could take a gander if you want to.
Yeah, but I'm not responding. I'm over
That's
it.
okay.
I'm tired.
I'm okay with that.
I rarely respond in a group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rarely do.
Jason doesn't.
Yeah, I'm afraid
Why?
that my response isn't going to be cool or funny enough, and people are going to be like, "Why did you say that?"
I just like or love or whatever
yeah, I'm
to be included.
self-conscious.
Okay.
Aw.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah. So it's just another one of those texting etiquette things that I just don't. Because you'll do an unfollow, which I don't know. It just makes me feel so sad.
Yeah, I'll unfollow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that hurts.
Why don't you mute? You want them to know?
I because maybe I don't know. It's maybe not sometimes,
Yeah.
but I don't know that it's that thoughtful. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. It's just I don't have any reason to be following this account anymore, so I don't.
Wow.
I think in these days people try and make things more personal than they are. It's just I don't know. I just don't. I'm just not going to anymore. But I went on that guys trip recently with a big group of guys that I was not. I was a friend with one of them, and then they brought me in. And I guess there was a guy who was invited, but he kind of stopped going. And it was referenced because I kind of asked, I said, how long has this group been, when I was with these guys, I'm like, how long has this group been together? Oh, 10 years. I'm like, does anyone ever drop out? Does anyone ever, I don't know, fade away? And they were like, well, there's one guy, he's still invited, he just doesn't come anymore. Well, he's still in the group chat. So I got added to the group chat, and we were reminiscing about the weekend, and this dude pops up out of nowhere and goes, I hope you enjoyed my spot.
Oh.
And that was completely ignored. And then the chat just kept going as if I think he was kidding because he's still in, but no one laughed at that.
Oh, that's
or
weird.
no one acknowledged it. But I happen to know that nobody in that chat was uninvited. There's just a guy that stopped going for some reason.
Right.
But then when he said that, it was very passive aggressive because I don't know him. And when he's if I hadn't asked the question, then I wouldn't know the context, and I would have been like, "Oh, beef."
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know that there is any, but it was a weird thing. It was a very passive aggressive thing to say because it's well, my understanding is that you're choosing not to go.
Yeah.
Right, no
But I don't know-
LOL.
right, no LOL.
Smiley face laughing
No
emoji.
LOL.
Right.
Nobody jumped in and were like, "Hey, dude!" Ha. No. Everyone just kind of pretended that comment never happened and went
That's
on.
weird.
Yes.
But he stayed. See, he wanted to see what I would want to see what was going on the weekend. If I want to check in, I want to see. I want to see how the wedding's going. If I have to miss a wedding, then I'm a bridesmaid. I don't know. I was just so sad.
Maybe, but I just
Her situation's different.
I would
think.
probably get annoyed at hey, we're meeting in 5 minutes or whatever. It's like, well, no, I'm not.
Well,
So-
telling Paulina, though, she leaves group chats a lot.
Oh, that's like her party trick?
Yeah. Like, you can very much mute it and be with your baby.
Yeah.
You're
making
can.
a statement.
You can.
Right, you're making, you want people
You
to
think?
know
yes.
that you don't want to be in, yes, because she's done it before. Like, you want people to know, like, I'm not involved in this, and I'm making the decision to
Wow.
exclude
And I
myself.
don't like
Yes.
y'all.
I
hate
see
y'all.
it more as she's I see it more as she's overwhelmed.
Well, she does it in other scenarios, though.
Yeah, I didn't know that part. What was her statement? Her exit statement?
Oh my
Her
gosh.
closure.
It was like
Was it dramatic?
very, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
I would just be like, hey guys, new baby, love you all. I gotta go. You know, I'm gonna bounce out of this group chat. You know what I mean? Like postpartum, like gotta go.
Do you
know?
even need to say new baby? Like, I don't know. I just feel
would
like
just-
it's like we know you have a new. Like, I don't know.
I would just say that why I'm leaving. Like, you know, like I miss you guys, but it's just a lot going on. I'm a mom's mom through and through. I'll always write for mom.
course.
But like, yeah, you don't gotta do a whole statement
You've
of like
never left a group
goodbye.
chat.
I suspect I have not seen this group chat because I wasn't included. But
Me neither.
I'll add you guys.
I
There's a
suspect
spot.
that it's going to become a lot of logistics. That's just going to be, and maybe she's bummed out she's not there.
That's what I'm
That could
thinking,
be,
too.
but it's also going to be ding, ding, ding all weekend. Hey, do you have this? Hey, are we doing this? Hey, what about this? And it has nothing to do with her.
But she is going to the party on Friday.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait a
She
minute.
is
Wait a minute.
staying in those group chats.
Why is she going to a party but not to the?
I'm so confused.
Why is she only going to one and not the? I would think you either do all or nothing.
I think because I think it's easier probably. And I'm on her team on that. Like, I'm okay with her. Like, she wants people to meet everyone. But she's staying in that group chat.
This story is constantly
She
evolving.
hates y'all.
Stay tuned to CNN for more live updates.
Why do you hate us?
Yeah, this is getting more complicated. Wow. Let's go live to the Situation Room now.
There's a lot going on.
Waiting by the phone in 2 minutes.
I can feel it. Girl, pick up your phone, I can't believe it. I can feel my spirit slowly leaving.
by the phone? It's the Fred Show.
Cam, good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm fine, honestly.
I can tell you're a little distressed. Why is that? What's going on with this guy, Chris? Why don't you, if you could, tell us how you met and about any dates you've been on and where things are now.
Yeah, so this his name is Chris. We went on one date. We met on Hinge. We talked for a little bit on the app and some texting, and we called on the phone, and we went on a really fun date. But he just never texted me back after the date, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay. And you look back on this date. I always ask this question. You look back on the date and you really felt like everything went well. No stumbling blocks, no weird topics, nothing. I mean, it was like the conversation was flowing and the chemistry was there. And you really walked away thinking, I'm for sure going to hear from this guy again. We're definitely going out again.
No, yes, I really felt that. Well, yeah, it was kind of interesting because he suggested a rage room. So I was super excited for that because I've never done that. He's never done that. And we both shared about some of our past a little bit. And he was encouraging me to, go for it. Rage at what you've been penting up over time. So I
rage
I
room date. Okay. I mean, hey,
creative.
That's an activity that I've not heard of on a date, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I feel like everyone's meet me for a drink. I mean, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
I don't plan activities. But
Yeah.
good.
And I really
Yeah, what's that?
I felt like our energy was flowing. I liked him, and I think he liked me too. I just don't know what happened to him. Did he get into a car accident? Why isn't he calling me back? Why isn't he texting me? Why did he just ghost me? It's weird.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out because we're going to call this guy, Chris. Get him on the phone. You'll be on the phone as well. And I don't want you to say anything right at first, but at some point you're welcome to jump in after we get you some info. And the hope here, as always, is that we can set you guys up on another date and pay for that. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, let's see what's going on in part 2 of Waiting by the Phone right after this song, right after Panic. We'll do it in 2 minutes. Fred Show, commercial free.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful way.
course I would have pent up energy. And also, like, doesn't everybody have pent up energy sometimes? Like, it's fine. It's fine to express anger than to internalize it and then go rot inside for life, right? Like, you just got to let that out. So I don't understand that. I feel like I have a right to be angry at my biological dad who left me when I was a child.
I mean, as a guy with daddy issues and a room full of daddy issues, I'm not laughing at you, but I'm just envisioning going on a first date with a woman who is aggressively and uncontrollably swinging at things and screaming out her father.
I mean, I get it.
Right? But it's so normal, right? Isn't that what anybody would do, right?
It's real.
No, it is a very real thing. But I guess if I didn't know you,
normal.
if I didn't know you, I might, be a little concerned about your well-being if you were screaming a man's name and then they had to physically restrain you from and take the crowbar from your hands and pry it away from you. I would concern me. I think I would be wondering, kind of for what the context was, and now we know. So hey, Chris, she was screaming at her estranged father on a first date.
Yeah, totally normal, right?
I mean, okay.
This one's hard.
It is because I'm laughing because the picture in my head is I don't know what I would do if I were you, Chris. Like, I don't know how I would. First of all, if I heard a man's name and you're swinging, I would assume it was an ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
And then I'm like, why are we thinking about him right now? It turns out, though, it's a little bit deeper than that, which we commiserate with. But at the same time, I can see why if you didn't know someone well and you weren't invested in them, you might be like, I don't know if I want to go down this rabbit hole with you. You know what I mean? Because it sounds like maybe you've got some unresolved stuff. I mean, would you say that's true, Kim, that you have some unresolved issues?
Yeah, I think that part is unresolved, but I think I'm sure maybe Chris has some unresolved things, and we're all
do have unresolved
things that are unresolved.
Huh.
Yeah, this is why you got therapy, though. You should probably do that. We all have unresolved.
Sometimes therapy's not enough.
Sometimes
my guy
doesn't help you. Yeah, just the guy who left me when I was growing up. Yeah, that mother.
I get it. I mean,
you don't have a crowbar. You don't have any sort of sharp objects, right?
Metaphorically, I do. Like, I'm always ready. Like, if I ever see this man again.
I guess I can kind of see where Chris is coming from.
Yeah.
But Kim, I feel for you. I do feel for you, and I want you to talk to somebody about this.
Yeah. But I'm just really angry still after all these years. And
no, that's clear.
Yeah, it clocked.
Kim, I really hope that maybe you could talk with someone about this and I don't know, find some form of resolution or something, because moving forward it might be an issue for you. Would you say that's possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
And here's Chris, who doesn't know you, and he's going, I don't know what what have I uncovered here? He doesn't know, so it's not really his fault. But I'll ask the question, Chris. I mean, now you have a little bit better understanding. Would you like to go out with Kim again?
No, thanks.
Okay.
I think Kim shouldn't date for a bit.
Go own.
oh, well, hey, if you would, he could.
All right. This is really unraveled now. Look, Kim, I wish you the very best of luck. I do. And Chris, thank you for your time as well.
Yeah.
Go Chris. Don't forget that.
Thanks. Go to therapy.
The Entertainment Report and the Showdown, both next. Fred Show. Back into.
crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the. Just meet me at the. Just meet me at the. Just meet me at the.
Kalen's Entertainment Report is on The Fred Show.
Actress Olivia Munn revealed that her mother, Kim, has been diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer just 2 years after Olivia's own fight with it was a more aggressive version of breast cancer, but still, I mean, a daughter going through it, now a mom going through it, encouragement to take a cancer risk assessment despite a clear mammogram led to an MRI that caught Kim's cancer early, which is amazing. And do all the things. I mean, tests can miss these things, and even knowing like family history can show that you have a risk and lead to more testing. She's now completed 12 rounds of chemo and will continue monthly treatments through the fall, but hopefully catching it early means that she's going to be just fine. And of course, Olivia has been very vocal about her double mastectomy and all the things, like go get your mammogram, go ask if you qualify for the risk assessment, all the things, and catching it early, is the best case scenario. Moving on to Meg Thee Stallion, who posted a very sexy photo sitting by a pool yesterday. But fans, unfortunately, were not looking at her because in the background, they quickly noticed 5-time NBA All-Star Klay Thompson. And he was like sunbathing and he wasn't tagged. And I don't know if she knew he was in the photo. I had to think she did.
Right.
Because he's a big man. But now, of course, everyone's wondering, what is the nature of your relationship? Whose pool is this? I wanted to know who took the photo because if he's over there, who's taking the did she set up a little tripod? But I don't know. Maybe they're dating. Speaking of dating, Cardi B sparked, of course, breakup speculation after deleting all photos of NFL star Stephon Diggs from her Instagram. And then she shared that cryptic, "I'm so tired" post during Paris Fashion Week. And fans were wondering, if they had broken up or what was going on, or maybe it was a stunt around her upcoming album. But a surprise workout video featuring Cardi and Stephon training together confirms that they're still an item for now. So I don't know if she got mad at him and removed everything, but Offset was celebrating and now he's going to have to, delete his account again because I guess they're back together or still together. And lastly, in other celebrity relationship news, speaking of, all of that going on, Jennifer Aniston is dating a hypnotist.
Oh.
Which is very interesting, I feel like. Jim Curtis, this dude was spotted with her in Mallorca a month after rumors began on social that they were dating. They joined Jason Bateman and his wife Amanda on the Spanish island. They partied together on a yacht, which I feel like everyone's on a damn yacht. Jim is a self-described wellness pioneer, author, and hypnotist who claimed to help clients recover from the past and become magnetic.
I don't know if I'd like that because even if you believe in the hypnotism stuff,
yeah,
I don't know. Be like,
what are you trying to do?
Right, like I don't know. I'm laying here like trying to watch a movie. Why you got that little watch in front of my eyes? Like, what are you know what I mean?
That's how they still do it.
No, I think that's what he does. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
He was in Mallorca in a top hat, and a monocle, and he was just like, "You're getting very sleepy.
Take the monocle off. Like, what are you doing?
I wouldn't like it either. Get away. I've seen people get hypnotized. Like I don't.
Same with psychics. Like I believe in some of that, but like I don't need you being like, I know what you're like. No, you don't. Like, get out of here.
Get off. So she has a very interesting new boyfriend, it looks like. By the way, we are live on YouTube on and off now through the show. If you want to look at us while you're listening to us, and then you can type the Fred Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app if you would like to catch up on anything you missed.
Yeah, make us a preset too. Showbiz Shelly never lost 2 in a row. $100 is the prize. You want to take her on? Call now, 855-591-1035. We'll play next in 2 minutes after Sabrina, who is not AI, and then the Throwback Throwdown.
Oh, it's like that. I'm your dream come true when it's on a platter for you. Then you pull back when I try to make plans more than 2 hours in advance. I slam the door, I ignore, I say no, 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 no more. I got you blocked after this and afterthought. I finally cut you off. I feel so much lighter like a feather with you off my mind. I'm floating through the memories like whatever, you're a waste of time. me. No duh, where I'm at. I'm up where I'm at. You want me, I'm gone. You miss me. No duh, where I'm at. I'm up where I'm at. You want me, I'm gone. You miss me. No duh, where I'm at. I'm up where I'm at. You want me, I'm gone. You miss me. No duh, where I'm at. I'm up where I'm at.
It's the Fred Show. Do you have what it takes to battle Showbiz Shelley in the Showbiz Showdown?
Showbiz.
Good morning.
What's the confidence level today? High?
I would say medium to high. Yeah.
Medium to high. Let's see what
Yeah.
Kayla's confidence level is.
Okay.
Kayla, hi, Kayla.
Hi.
Kayla, good morning. Welcome. Your confidence level would be what?
Oh, not very high.
Oh, now, okay. Kayla, fun fact about you, though, would be what?
I just got married about 2 months ago, and I am a big fan of you guys.
Well, thank you and congratulations. So $100 is the prize. Shelley did lose yesterday. We had to write a check for $1,300. That was loss number 69. So 1,020 wins, 69 losses, 5 questions against our pop culture expert. Let's go. Good luck.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck, Shelley.
You got to go, Shells. All right, Kayla. Here we go. Which singer covered the cost of therapy for her entire Guts World Tour crew?
Oh, Olivia Rodrigo.
Jennifer Aniston's rumored to be dating a hypnotist. In which iconic TV show did she play Rachel Green?
Friends.
Which newly single Modern Family actress was spotted with Tom Brady this week?
Oh.
3,
2.
Sophie Vergara.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Lauryn Hill thanked the Essence Festival for taking the blame for her late performance. Where does the festival take place?
3, 2.
California.
And Culture, is it Cephas?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why I've never said that. I've never seen that before. Turns, I never knew, is that anyway, I want to give too much away. Turns 7 years old today. Which 2 rappers is she the daughter of?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
Culture turns 7 years old today. Which 2 rappers is she the daughter of?
Cephas is the last name. 3, 2.
I don't know. Cardi B and Offset.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't think
No?
we can. I don't.
Okay.
No. I think 5's okay. I don't think we can do 3.
Got it.
Right? Do we agree
Yeah,
on that?
I
So we
agree.
can do
Yeah.
1. We can do 2. We can do 5. I can't do 3. And then 4 was wrong. And it was confusing. I've never seen that. I thought that person. I don't want to say too much. Was like. I don't want to say too
I
much.
think it's his.
Okay. All right. There you go. So we're gonna go 3. All right.
Okay.
Just get a 5 so I don't have to hear it, please.
Oh, no.
Which singer covered the cost of therapy for her entire Guts World Tour crew?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes. Jennifer Aniston's rumored to be dating a hypnotist. On which iconic TV show did she play Rachel Green?
Friends.
Yeah. Which newly single Modern Family actress was spotted with Tom Brady this week?
Sofia Vergara.
Yeah. I don't think Sophie. I don't think so. Lauryn Hill thanked the Essence Festival for taking the blame for her late performance. Where does the festival take place?
3, 2.
Atlanta.
No. New Orleans. And Culture... that's a loud buzz. Culture Cephas turns 7 years old today. Which 2 rappers is she the daughter of?
Cardi B and Offset.
That's right. Yeah, that's a 4. I stand by my decision. What, Kiki?
What?
Don't look at me like that.
No.
Don't look at me like
I
that.
mean, her real friends call her Sophie, and I'm not one of her real friends.
Shut up.
Oh, my God.
Shut up. It's $100. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just
Real
saying.
friend.
Your
That's what I
real
call her,
friends.
you know, when I text her.
Kayla, do we still have the shirt, Jason?
Yeah.
We're going to give you a shirt, Kayla. We don't normally give runner-up prizes, but that was close. We're going to give you one of our very coveted, worth more than $100.
Yes.
True.
In our hearts. Thank you, 13, or one of the 13 shirts, all right? So, Kayla, hang on. Have a good day.
Thanks.
And thank you for listening. She used to be a big fan. I'm not sure if she is anymore.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What?
So it's okay.
Oh no! Oh, you sound disappointed.
Yeah, no, it's all good. She got a shirt. It's better than $100.
We got to be a little stricter here on this game. We got to be a little stricter, and we got to be a little. We got to, because I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. So I mean, her name is Sophia. So.
It ain't, no, it is. It's on her birth certificate.
Right. That's
so I don't.
Vergara.
Whose team are you on?
Exactly. You are such a crap stirrer. Can we have a united front here or not?
My bad.
God, can I count on you or not?
Sophie just texted me.
Unbelievable. Well, guess what? I got bad news for you. Different person altogether. You ain't even talking to the right person. Let's do the throwback throwdown.
Wake up. More Fred Show next.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well,
was that a woman, I didn't realize you guys even had the capability of doing this.
Yeah, we don't claim her.
Yeah. The driver was seen on security cameras pulling up her pants while the bowel movement was left behind on the bottom of a set of outdoor stairs. A neighbor also checked their security camera and caught the same driver urinating inside a wooden gate at their home. You might need to seek medical attention. I think something's going on.
In therapy.
Yeah.
I woke up in the city.
How does your Urban Dictionary name go again? It was Kaylin.
Yeah.
One of the most attractive people of all time. Or
Yeah, I
something,
have high
wasn't it?
standards and good music taste.
Oh, it was high standards. I'm one of the hottest people of all time, though, wasn't it?
You are, yeah.
That's what Urban Dictionary says about Fred.
Yeah.
The Fred Show is on.
Hey, morning, everyone. Thursday, July 10th. It's the Fred Show. Hi, Kaylin.
Good morning.
Hi, Jason Brown. Hi. Hello, Paulina.
Hey.
Hi, Kiki.
Good morning.
Showbiz Shelley. I didn't say gorilla, but we were late and I had to go. So love you, Shelley. Have a good day. There's no controversy in the game. There have to be rules, okay? We live in a society. There have to be rules. You don't get 10 seconds to answer this question. And I was thrown off by the kid's last name because I thought Culture was like Sharon Prince. There just was no last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was first name basis the kid's whole life. So, the Throwback Throwdown Name That Tune battle. Kay with 7 wins. Jason has 7. Kiki has 4. Paulina has 4. If you want to play our Throwback Name That Tune battle, 855-591-1035. I'm sure you'll hear this on another show soon. We faxed over all of our questions to the other shows too, so they can just go ahead and use those.
Or they're on the iHeart app if you guys want to just copy directly.
Yeah,
give us a listen
stream,
while you're there.
Play the exact same game. Good gosh. Good golly, Miss Molly.
That's number 2 for you today.
I said gosh.
Yeah, I know, but you just...
I said gosh. I'm correcting myself, okay? Because it's a fleeting thing I don't even mean to say. It's just a figure of speech I don't mean. So call now if you want to play, and you may be called upon for the coveted phone a friend. So if you know throwback songs, which we define as 6.5 years and older, and I can take it as far back as I want, I don't care. Because apparently Jason knows Kansas songs from 1980.
Yes.
So the next time you complain about a song from 1998, I swear.
I would never. 98 was a beautiful year.
Do not want to hear it. So call now if you want to play. We had mentioned yesterday that we're working on trying to get some supplies down to Texas to help out the folks affected by the floods there, working with a group called Operation Airdrop. So this is what they do. They find volunteer pilots who have access to airplanes and they got a list of supplies here that they need, stuff like kitchen gloves and bug spray and buckets and trash bags and all this kind of stuff. And Amy Witherite from 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK, our friend, without any question, offered to pay for as much as we could put on air, Fred, to take down there. We're just working on the logistics right now. So I got a bunch of emails about it yesterday. There are people from different counties that listen to us all over the country who were offering, to get involved, to give us stuff. And I wish I had a cargo plane. It's a little putt-putt plane. It is not going to be much, but I really wanted, because, I think everyone who listens to the show is quite a ways away from Texas. And I know that people would love to help, and you can donate money to a bunch of different organizations. We've vetted a few, and we've got them up on our social media platforms. You can see. But we wanted to take some actual stuff there and try and make an impact and represent our audience in doing that. So we're working on that right now, whether we're actually going to burn it or whether we're going to Dallas or something. We're trying to get that done. And it may be tomorrow, and it may be a little bit later in the process. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, Tara from the organization is doing the best she can to make it. The president is going there tomorrow, so I don't know if Air Fred needs to be anywhere near there. I really don't. I feel like my cans of Lysol and buckets may wind up. I don't know where, but we really want to help out because it's just obviously an incredibly tragic situation down there. And thank you to all who have reached out. I mean, people have reached out and said, I don't have any money, but how can I help? And
so great.
So thank you for all of that, and we'll keep you updated. And thanks to Amy Witherite and some of our other partners too who offered to help as well with that. So Throwback Throwdown, Name That Tune battle. Call now if you want to play. The entertainment report, headlines, and fun fact coming up too. What are you working on, Kay?
Love Island contestants' apology. For some reason, it was sped up, I think, which was weird. And we're also going to be talking about how Casey Anthony was spotted on a date. Oh boy. Who's dating Casey Anthony? Right. And JoJo Siwa, because
imagine bringing her out. Oh boy.
This one It's cool. You can say that we ain't nothing, but you know the truth. And guess I'm the fool with their arms out like an angel through the car sunroof. I don't wanna call it off, but you don't wanna call it love. You only wanna be the one that I call baby. 'Cause I'm poison hearts, but I'm not trying to stop the feeling. Yeah, 'cause I ain't trying to stop.
Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play the Throwback Throwdown. Yay! I am your host, the great DC. Thank you so much. Thank you for that rousing reaction. Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Hi.
Jackie, good morning. Your player is Paulina.
Hey, Jackie.
Yes, get it, Paulina, Miss New Boobs.
Hey! Okay, Jackie's been paying attention.
Yes, you, me, and my boobs.
Next, we have Jaslyn. Hi, Jaslyn. Ooh.
Hi.
How you doing? Kaylin's your player in the Throwback Throwdown Name That Tune battle.
Hi, Boo.
Hi. Let's go, Kaylin.
Extremely exciting. Next, we have Scott. We go from Jaslyn to Scott. Hey, Scott.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man. Jason's your player today. Welcome.
Yes, Scott. Okay.
Awesome.
And I've never seen Armando spelled this way, but Armando. How you doing?
Armando.
Pretty good. How about you guys?
What's up, mi amigo? Kiki's your player.
Armando.
Hey, Kiki.
Hey, Boo.
This isn't Armando from La Scarola, is it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that famous.
That would be something if my friend at one of my favorite restaurants, La Scarola, Armando, was calling. But you'd hear his laugh immediately and know that it was him. It's not him. It's another Armando. Armando, what do you do?
I'll give you a guess.
Okay. Armando's a pilot. All right, hang on a second. Everyone stay there. We're going to mute the at-home players. All right, so let me see if I remember the rules now. It's been a couple of weeks. All right, each of you have the game show buzzer. Your name is your buzzer. 8 songs, tiebreaker if necessary. All decisions by me, the great DC, are final. Don't get in the comments or the text. I don't want to hear it. No, well.
Kiki?
He's strict in his house.
Kiki.
What?
Y'all go learn. Yeah.
Y'all go learn. Leave it alone. Comment.
I can make this mic go off so I got this button right here, and it's the silence button.
I know.
I never have to use it, but I'm tempted.
Don't.
Coming for my counting.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Lord.
What do they say? We gotta when you say there's someone within the house.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, right, exactly. In the chicken hen. We got a fox in the chicken hen or something like that.
That's the hen.
Now we got
They say something like that. We got a fox in the. I don't know. Someone tell me what it is.
Fox
We
in
got
the
an
hound.
op in here.
A fox in the hen house. Then you're the fox.
I'm the fox.
She's trying to eat us.
All right. Whatever else. Each of you have a phone a friend with whom you can confer on one winning point, or on 1 point accept the winning point. Tiebreaker if necessary. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right, guys. Song number 1 in the Throwback Throwdown. Name that tune battle. Let's go with Kaylin.
I think that is Soul Decision Faded.
I think that you are right.
Don't you think it's time we went a bit further? Banger. Oh, yeah. Say goodbye. Looking ahead, looking in your eyes. Wondering why you and I have hit it. Can we get it on? I'm trying to think about it.
All right.
Thinking about making my move tonight. I can't pretend that you're only my friend
when you're rubbing my mind right.
Not my murmur. Are you rubbing my murmur? Gotta get my murmur rubbed.
Yeah.
On the regular.
You keep getting me with that damn.
That is 1 for Kaylin. Song number 2 in the Throwback Throwdown. That is Kaylin again.
That is Bow Wow, Sierra, Like You.
That is right.
First got together.
Wow. Off to a big start.
Skeptical at first. Had to figure.
That's what you get, Kiki.
I was the kind of guy who tried to dog you out.
Just here for the vibes,
For being the ops.
Tried to make me out. You found out. We turned to my baby. I showed them other
Little crap starter.
lady. I let you drive when I ride that Mercedes. And I ain't tripping or acting shady. Cause baby, you know.
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you have shown me in a special way. I feel it when you hold me. We gon' always be together, baby. That's what you
Sierra's
told
here.
me. And I believe it.
Cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
The only
Okay.
lyrics I know.
Right, you know them so
I was going to say, how come you don't know these on Kiki Karaoke Day?
You don't play this. You play Kansas on karaoke day.
Jason plays
Not
Kansas.
too much on Kansas. Okay.
You guys, the family's fighting.
Kansas did not deserve that.
Jason's never been to a movie theater, but he somehow knows about Kansas.
Excuse me, I saw F1.
That blew my mind.
Same. That's something I would know, and I have no idea what that is.
Boy, that sounds like a Bachman Turner Overdrive song. Like, what, Jason? What?
That was Fury Released by
What?
Beethoven.
What? All right, so 2 Kaylin.
Come on.
Song number 3 in the Throwback Throwdown. That is Kiki.
Yes.
Them hips gone, girl. That is.
Oh, okay.
That's David Banner.
5.
Gone girl. It's not gone girl.
Kaylin again.
Is it David Banner Play?
It is. Does anyone else's buzzer work?
Right now.
Well, then turn it on.
I think I turned it off by accident.
I think she was on.
Run, girl. I'm trying to get your body wet. Run, girl. I'm trying to get your body wet.
It sucks, doesn't it?
This is Jay.
I remember to turn your buzzer on.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Wow.
Play with me. Work them hips. Run, girl.
Gun girl.
I
Yeah.
don't think he says that even.
He doesn't.
No.
No,
It's run, girl.
Well,
it's
is
something.
it?
It's
In that
something
version
else.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been gone, girl.
Well,
Sure. I like the OG.
yeah, I'm down with what
I'm down to do that.
I'm down with what he's
what he's after.
Are you? Are you down to get there?
I'm never going to argue if someone would like me to do that.
Right. If someone's like, "Do you mind?" I'm like, "I don't."
No
you
matter
know,
what time of day. I'm ready.
I got it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm late to the party. My bad.
just now.
Just now.
Yeah. If someone gives me that command, I am willing and able.
I'm always trying. I'm never not trying.
All right. Was it 3-0? With
is it over?
1, 2, 3, 5 songs left. Throwback, Throwdown.
Paulina.
That is Paulina.
See? I like to phone a friend.
What do you mean, see? Turn the thing on. Paulina and Jackie, and Paulina and Jackie only. Here's some more on the phone a friend. Okay. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that one? Gone Girl? Are you Gone Girl?
Love this song.
Yeah. 5,
Jackie?
4.
I got
Bastille.
3.
Bastille.
Oh, okay.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
When you close your eyes.
I mean, that's closer than I thought you were going to get.
Hey.
To be honest. Kiki.
Oh, when you close your eyes.
Oh, here we go. You know what? I haven't even heard your answer, but no. What do you think it is?
When you close your eyes.
Why'd you buzz?
Bastille.
By steel?
By seal.
By seal. Another icon.
Once again, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. Kaylin.
Pompeii, Bastille.
That's, All right, well, there are 4 songs left. Somebody can tie.
The walls came.
But it'd have to be the same person get every point.
I think we're done.
Boy, Seal did his big one on this, I'll tell you that. Totally different sound for him.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before?
I'm going to be an optimist about this.
Okay.
I'm going to be an optimist about this.
All right.
Ayo.
All right, so 4 songs left. I mean, this, if someone else wants to play, that's fine too. And, or not. Ready?
Yeah.
Kiki.
I would like to call Armando.
Armando.
Yes.
Armando.
I know it's Armando.
All right. Armando.
Steal My Sunshine?
Wow! Are you serious?
Wow.
Armando.
Dude, all he heard was that. Wow. Armando, yes! Nice job. This guy. That was, especially on the phone.
And driving the trucks. Come on.
Beep, beep.
What do you mean? He's flying a plane. Beep, beep.
Oh, okay. Go, Armando.
We look so fine in that big rig this morning. Armando.
And of course you can't become if you only say what you would have done. So I missed a million miles away.
Yeah, Kiki, you know.
I know it's hard for me.
It's hard?
Making sure I'm not in too deep. Keep bursting on my feet.
Okay.
Talk about.
All right, good. So Kiki's in the game, but Kiki, you're gonna have to get the next 3 in a row consecutively.
Easy work, bro.
You got this.
Easy work, bro.
Easy work.
All right, bro. Here we go. All right, Kiki. Easy work, right?
Yes. Ooh. If I could only hear a little bit more. Can I call Paulina?
You can't call nobody. I might let you call somebody else if you hadn't been messing around a few minutes ago.
Oh, that's
5, 4.
That's Madonna.
3,
Madonna.
Madonna. It's a guy singing, but okay, yeah.
In them. Madonna in them.
well, Kaylin won, so I guess the rest of you can compete for second place if you want. Yeah, because there's only 3 songs left, so and you have 4, so nobody could catch you.
I'd like to thank me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you in my
Oh,
is it Jason?
Yeah, is it Jason? It is. Yeah.
Please don't go, Mike Posner?
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's right.
I went to high school with him.
That's a fun fact I forget about. He walked across the country.
He did barefoot.
Yeah.
No.
Was he singing like this in high school?
Yes. Big Sean, he collabed with.
Oh.
If you leave, I'm gonna find you, baby. Please don't go. Baby, please don't go.
All right, and then we got 2 left, but Kaylin already won.
Oh my God.
Oh, Veronica's. Paulina.
Yeah.
Veronica's.
Yeah.
Sophie.
The Veronica's. I don't know.
You can stop buzzing now. And then what song might it be?
I don't know.
Untouched.
Untouched.
As a team, we can do that.
Don't you have a story about them?
I do.
I love that.
We're not going to tell.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Certainly do. Hope they're doing well.
I can think of one reason.
Yeah, and then one of my favorite songs, kind of ever.
Oh.
It's a top 10 for me all time.
Oh, yeah. I know Jay.
I love this song. I really do. And we may have to hear it. Yeah. I know Jay, Love You Down. I'll give you a choice. This one or Faded?
Let's do your favorite.
We don't have to, though.
I'm down.
I like both. Which one do you want?
I'm down for that.
Is it Tyga Faded?
If so, then
Faded?
Wait, who? Tyga was alive.
No? Oh, yeah. I mean, great song. I don't.
That's a thing.
No,
I'll tell you what, Time After Time, I know Jay, also a favorite, but that wasn't one of them. So, Jaslyn and Kaylin, the winner! Jaslyn and Kaylin are the winners. Win number 8 for Kaylin. Win number 1 for Jaslyn. Thanks for listening and being part of the 13. Hang on, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, perfect. Stay right there. And then I had a tiebreaker if necessary, but, we've been done for 20 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Just in case there's just one left.
People hate on these guys, but no one's really mad when it comes on at CVS. And he dated Avril Lavigne, which makes him a legend. Nickelback.
Okay.
You been taking notes?
Yes. What is it called?
It's called You Better Figure It Out. I'm not going to tell you. The entertainment report, we get to headlines, fun fact, waiting by the phone all next. Fred Show is on back in 2.
Too much to me. And you were just too damn dull for me. All that really mattered was you were my boyfriend. And baby, that's all that mattered to me. And when we love you down, even if it takes all night, let me love you down. You know you're so right. Remember when I drove home from work? I love the way you wanna kiss me. All of your friends, I'm just too young for you. Tell them that I can do what girls their age can do. Oh, baby, let me love you down. Even if it takes all night, let me love you down. You know it's never so right. Let me love you down. Even if it takes It never really mattered too much to me. Now they were just too damn blind to see. As long as I can love you down, baby, just be my maid. That's all that matters to me. Let me love you down. Even if it takes all night. Let me love you down. It was got to be so right. Let me love you down. Ooh, let me love you down. I know I could love you down. Ooh, love you down. No. Let me love you. I wanna love you down. Let me love you. I wanna love you down, baby.
Kalen's Entertainment Report is on The Fred Show.
All right, we have time for like 2 quick stories. But first, Sierra Ortega has addressed her dramatic exit from Love Island after outrage erupted over her past racist post. And she says she agrees with production's decision to give her the boot. So even if you're not watching, I'm sure you've seen all this unfold online. And in a lengthy video and a written statement she shared on Instagram yesterday, Sierra said that she's been back home for 48 hours and is ready to address herself, very naively using an incredibly offensive and derogatory term. First and foremost, she apologizes to the Asian community and all who she has offended, adding, I had no idea that word held so much pain and harm and came with the history that it did, or I never would have used it. And while she said she had no ill intent when using the term, she concedes that there's absolutely no excuse because intent doesn't excuse ignorance. Now, I liked her apology. Here, there were just 2 interesting things for me. First of all, I think she sped up the video in her apology, and I don't know if that's because she spoke slow and wanted to like hit every point, but it seemed oddly sped up. So that was the first thing I noticed. And the second thing is that she said there's a lot of timestamps going around as to when she used it. She said she used it, there's been 2, and the last time was in 2024. She used it on a story, and she actually showed us a conversation where somebody called her out, said you can't use that word, and they had a really great conversation, and she said it was then and there I took it out of my vocabulary. So someone must have taken this video from her story and chosen when to use it, which I think is interesting. But she did have receipts from where she said, okay, I'm not going to use that word. It was a good dialogue. So I thought 2 things were very interesting, but she was booted. They have no tolerance for that, and I agree with their decision. Moving on to something that I heard that you guys have to hear because I didn't want to hear it. I didn't ask for this. But JoJo Siwa covered Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes, I believe.
No. Oh, no.
And she's trying to be like Miley Cyrus, I think.
And she knows just what it takes to make a girl blush. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got
What is going on?
Betty Davis eyes.
It hurts. It sounds like it hurts.
Yeah. Like, is everything okay?
Yeah, I don't know why she covered it. She had a wig on. There's a lot going on, but just clear your throat, baby. And if you missed
She
anything
sounds like
from
some radio people I know.
clear it, look, clear it.
At me next time.
Right?
Oh, you
No, he said it sounds like some radio people. He
Oh
knows.
no, you don't have
Like,
gravel in your
you
throat.
don't- You don't sound like. Good morning, everybody.
If you missed any part of whatever the hell this is and you want to catch up,
I don't know anymore.
the Fred Show on demand on the free iHeart app.
I've lost all will. I don't know.
Oh no,
It's funny. It's like the yeah, right.
we need to have Will.
Yeah, that's what they say. The fun fact. We'll do it next. Waiting by the phone and more. Stay right here.
More Fred Show next. Yeah.
It's Fred from the Fred Show. Amy Witherite, my friend from 1-800-TRUCKWRECK and 1-800-TRUCKWRECK.com. And I hope that no one is ever in any
man looking for you, babe. Looking for you, babe. Searching for you, babe.
The Fred Show is on. Fred's Fun Fact.
Fred's Fun Fact. More you know, the more you know. You can learn so much.
Learn so much. Guys, did you know that lighters were invented before matches? I swear I'm not high.
Right.
The first lighter known, I don't know how to say this, as essentially